So I are totally smart and had no idea whatsoever that there were no games yesterday. So I wore my jersey for nothing. Well, actually, that's not entirely true. I mean, I really do like wearing that jersey, and when I am supposed to wear it, it's awesome. But I know there's a time and place for it. Man, I haven't even turned 30 yet, and I'm already making silly, careless mistakes. Ladies and gentlemen, well, first of all, happy Friday, actually, also, I hope everyone had a very good final Thursday of the decade. Today is the final Friday of the decade, but more important to me, it is the last day of my 20's. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, right, from the Croods. Dun, dun, dun. Yes. Yes, I watched The Croods. That movie was awesome. Anyway, yes, I am turning 30 tomorrow. And, I mean, well, first let's get one thing out of the way. Everyone always has these lists of like, oh, you gotta do like all these things before you turn 30. Oh, 30 is such a big, there's no way I would have, I've seen some of those lists, I'm not doing any of those things. I couldn't even if I tried. I mean, yeah, they seem exciting, but some of that stuff really isn't for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. Throughout my entire life, I've done a lot of things, both good and bad. Stuff I'm proud of and I'm not proud of. But I'm not gonna, a person could live for the most part, a person could live the kind of life I've lived and be completely satisfied. I mean, I am. Although I will admit that as I started making more and more of these videos, it got much more rewarding. But that's not really, but I'm not going to say that, my life is going to end. Oh, it's never going to end before I turn 30. And I said this on December 14th as well. I really could go into an entire series of videos stating, just how bad, these last 11 years, 1 week, and 6 days. Yes, it's been that long. It's kind of easy. Not for nothing, but it's kind of easy to pay attention to how long it's been since Andrew Einstein died, because December 14th only just happened for the 11th time since, and today's the 27th, so that's 13 days. So, yeah. If we get March, I'm not going to be able to tell you how long it's been, but, now, at this point now, it's easy. Although, that actually does remind me, we're actually a pretty good chunk of the way through these, last 100, these 100 days going on. December 1st was only day 700. And we're over a quarter of the way there. That's neat, huh? Again, I'm not entirely surprised. The holiday season can seem to just fly by like that. People busy shopping, people busy traveling, people busy getting food ready for when people get together for other stuff. There's a lot to take in. And, not everyone celebrates Christmas, but not everyone celebrates Hanukkah, and not everyone celebrates Kwanzaa, that's fine. The important thing everyone should always remember, even now, because, technically Christmas is over. I don't know if Hanukkah's over. I don't really celebrate Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, so I don't really know if they already happened yet. But the important thing is, regardless of where you are, that you're with the people in your life who love you. And you hopefully love them back. Take me, for instance. On Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I celebrated with my family. It was actually something interesting I never pointed out. When I saw my nephews on Christmas Eve, no kidding, it was actually the first time they were allowed out of the house that wasn't a doctor's appointment or anything of that nature. Yeah. So, whoever got to see my nephews on Christmas Eve would automatically become the envy of all of their friends and neighbors, even though they're all, family members. But still, it was, quite interesting. And, I still got to see my nephews on Christmas Day as well, which, I mean, I don't want to get into too, but believe it or not, well, should I even say this? Well, it's already over, might as well. Believe it or not, on Christmas Day, before I made that video for you guys, I actually made 2 separate videos. Videos that I made and had to immediately delete. Not that I was ashamed of it or anything, but okay. So, I actually was my cousin's Secret Santa. And I wanted to make a very special video for them. At the same time, I wanted to make a very special video for my nephews. It sounds, fun. It sounds simple, right? And it really was rewarding, really was fun to do. And, I think I'm going to make that a tradition from now on. But at the same time, I tried emailing both videos to the one for my cousin to my cousin, the one for my nephews to, well, my nephews don't have an email, obviously, so I had to send it to my brother. And no kidding, the files are too big to email. Thankfully, we have text messaging technology. So I was able to, send them the text. And needless to say, they both loved them. They both loved their individual gifts. So hope they're actually doing well. Interesting fact about my cousin that I sent a video to, and I was their Secret Santa. A while back, I told you guys that I went to the illegal tap house for their Halloween party, their costume party. I also mentioned that in the costume contest, they broke it down to the final 5, and outside of one costume, the other top 5 winners were in groups of 2 or more. Well, the one person who was that individual had a Maleficent costume. I say this because my cousin, who I sent the Christmas video to, is a huge Maleficent fan. Seriously, so much a fan that she's personally went above and beyond to make her own costume. Yeah, her own Maleficent costume. Although, you're probably wondering, well, which costume do you think was better, your cousin's or this one person at the illegal tap house on Halloween? Well, believe it or not, technically both costumes were completely different from each other. I'll explain. See, my cousin is a huge Maleficent fan, but she'll tell you right away that the Maleficent from the animated Sleeping Beauty movie from the 1950s is a definitive Maleficent. And I have to agree. Not just because I'm her cousin, but because it's very much 100% true. And, she had, and therefore my cousin makes the best Maleficent costume that she's rocked at conventions and parties. It's great. Whereas the costume I saw at the illegal tap house was more akin to what you see in the live-action Angelina Jolie movies, which, let's be honest, they really aren't very good. But I really do like Angelina Jolie, and believe me, if it was a different kind of movie, it could still be Maleficent. It could still be Maleficent, but a different kind of wicked and evil sort of movie. It'd be perfect for Angelina Jolie. In fact, Angelina Jolie, I would say, rocked it when she played Maleficent in those movies. But, they're still not very good. That being so, yes, this costume at the illegal tap house was, from the Maleficent movies. So, it's a bit of a toss-up to who's technically better. If you really want to be, if you really want to break it down to the finest of minute details. So, if you want to, well, I'm at this point just repeating myself, but yes, my cousin had the best animated Maleficent costume, and this person at the illegal tap house had the best live-action Maleficent costume. So, there you go. Although that being said, though, if my cousin saw the Maleficent costume at the illegal tap house, she'd been proud, very much so. And yeah, so that was nice. And after that, I actually made another quick video to my brothers, not my brothers, my nephews, my brother's children, aka my nephews. That works. And first of all, I mentioned how the fact that they exist is the only Christmas present that I really need for them, probably ever. So I had to start off with that. And I gave them some sort of unclely advice, I suppose, if you want to call it that. And of the advice that I gave them, the two things that really stuck out to me the most, I still think about now, is, for starters, be sure that they're there for one another, is the first one. I mean, I'll explain why. See, my brother and I were there for each other, but, he was a couple years older than I am. He got to experience a lot of stuff first because he's older. I was too young. The fact that, my nephews are twins, they're pretty much the same age, give or take a couple minutes apart. For the most part, they're going to have the exact same experiences at the exact same time. So that's pretty cool. They can be there for each other, grow, interact, bond with each other. That's sort of awesome thing, right? And the other thing is, and believe it or not, I actually got this from watching Naruto of all things. Be sure to make good friends. Now, you don't need a lot of friends. You don't need an exuberant and huge number of them in order to be happy. Just be sure that you surround yourself with, good people, that, who love you and, you hopefully love them back, vice versa. And, if you ever need help, your parents will definitely show you what to do. Heck, if you need me to help you, I'll definitely help you with that, stuff. So, it was a nice sort of, Christmas present to my nephews in that way. I mean, yes, they are technically, they're not even 2 months old, so even if they saw it, there's no way they're going to understand a word of it probably. Well, maybe little babies are smarter than we give them credit for. I'm sure they could probably understand, some of it. And, if not, my brother and my sister-in-law definitely saw it. So, I'm definitely not going to, and hopefully I hope they thought it was good. Holy cow. I mean, I certainly didn't say anything that would, put them off or turn them away. Good goodness, I hope not. I'd be very sad if all the effort I put into both of those videos ended up being bad somehow. I mean, you guys are probably wondering, where are these videos? Well, I don't really want to give them away because I give out the names of who these people are. Plus, they're Christmas gifts that were designed for them. I mean, it'd be kind of weird if I showed you the videos of, say, the one I have for my nephews, and you'd be watching, being invested in what you're seeing, and you'd be like, who is he talking about? Yeah, so, don't get me wrong, it wouldn't have been a bad idea, it just wouldn't have been apropos. I mean, technically the videos are for my brother and my cousin to decide what to do with them, so, they want to post them on the internet, that's fine. I mean, it's their gift. They can do whatever they want. I'm not going to judge them. It was their gift. I gave it to them to do what they will. It's the same as the friend who works over at Bernie Murray's I made the Christmas present for. I actually made them a hot cocoa mix. Homemade hot cocoa mix, actually. And it not only makes hot cocoa, but it has lots of other uses that I explained in a little instructions sheet. But again, it's their gift. They can do whatever they want with it. And that's cool. Man, the final Friday of 2019, the final Friday of the decade, my final day of my 20s. Man, finality really is starting to become an increasingly popular term in my life. Wow. It may be the last day of my 20s, but you know what? And believe me, this last decade for me really has not been very kind to me at all. Like, really it hasn't. But if it wasn't for these videos, there's no way I'd ever be able to live it down. So, I'm okay with that. Like, favorite, share, hit that subscribe button, follow me on the social media platforms. All right. Also, yesterday's episode of Truth or Dab and Hot Ones, Skip and Shannon, that was awesome. And I love how they gave away that it was the final shoot of 2019, and it was the night that my Cowboys lost, actually Skip's Cowboys as well, lost to the Bears. Exciting, isn't it? Like, favorite, share, hit that subscribe button. Well, actually, you know what? I doubt the good people at first refused to watch this, but thank you for a wonderful year. Thank you for making the latter part of this decade, awesome. Cannot wait to see what you guys have come January. Like, favorite, share, that subscribe button, follow me on social media platforms, turn notifications on YouTube. I enjoy how I make this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy today. And hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful final Friday of the decade. And remember, you guys, everyone's Hawker Channel always going to be here to lend an ear. I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.